Sends that one out of play for strike one. That average way up there to start things out. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Marte hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Back here in Pittsburgh. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. A.J. Schugel comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Line toward the alley in left center. He's around first, heading for 2. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
First offering on its way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina, 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Wong on at first, nobody out. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Now at the plate, number 41. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Striding into the box, Michael Walker, and he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with one away. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
And he'll stay with it, and look at that. They get the forced play at third. What a play that time. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a drive out to left center field. Waka rounds the corner and is headed home. And the second run will score as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Jose Martinez. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Polanco there to put it away. And so the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Josh Harrison. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 41 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, number 17.
Digging in once again, number 17. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Grounded to the right. Played on the backhand. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Corey Dickerson. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Down in order go the Pirates, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Colton Wong will stand in. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here comes the first pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Last time through was a base hit. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is line to left and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Richard Rodriguez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Number 41 stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
First offering on its way. hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
In now, Tommy Pham. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, as this lead got even wider. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but
there's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Stepping in now, Jose Martinez. Line drive to left. Dickerson is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But Josh Bell the next to hit. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
First offering on its way. Swing and a fly ball to straightaway left. Ozuna is there. 2 down.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode.
Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And as you can see, they are way behind. At the plate, Paul DeYoung. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Center fielder going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Matt Carpenter will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. Throw won't get him.
Man, he's wishing right now this game could go on forever, or at least until he can get up again, because otherwise that is probably his last at-bat of the game, leaving him 1 leg shy of hitting for the cycle. Regardless, He's had an incredible game.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina. A ball that's carrying. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Felipe Vasquez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Number 17 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. Cards lead it 22-0. Here's David Freese to stand in, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Martinez in foul ground. Well, that's going to get out of play and into the camera well. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Adam Frazier will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 outs and the base is empty. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. The 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports. And I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Guys, he really helped lead his team to victory in this one, especially on the offensive side of the scorecard. So let's go ahead and give him our nod as the top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for him and everyone that witnessed it. He winds up belting 3 home runs, so he pretty much took this game into his own hands and decided to have a home run derby out there.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center stations. 33X West busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan stations. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final pitch.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Matt Carpenter blasted 3 home runs and drove in 6, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 22-0. The victory extended their incredible run of consecutive games with a win. In the standings, the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, while the Cardinals are atop the division. The Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-0. Entering the day's action, the Twins sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, and the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. The Brew Crew totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 9-2. Heading into the day, the Cubs sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, and the Brewers are 3rd in the division. The Colorado Rockies hit 3 long balls as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-4. As of today, the Marlins are in 2nd place in the NL East, and the Rockies sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. The Washington Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-0. As of right now, the Nationals sit atop the Braves 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Phillies are in 3rd place in the NL East, and the Braves are 4th in the division. The New York Mets swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they made short work of the Padres. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 2-1. The Chicago Cubs put together 10 total hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-3. The Brewers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-2. Vince Velasquez grabbed the victory with his 10 Ks, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 9-1. The Diamondbacks combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 4-1. The Giants held the opposition